Parris Island, located in the Port Royal Sound, South Carolina, is steeped in history. The story of its occupancy dates back to 1891. However, Spanish explorers who arrived in the harbor in 1520 named the area Santa Elena and claimed it for the King of Spain. In 1562, Jean Ribault, the French explorer, landed on Parris Island and, somewhere in the region, established a small outpost named Charlesfort. In 1715, the island was purchased by Alexander Parris, the treasurer of South Carolina. He, his daughter, and son-in-law were the first settlers of Parris Island. During the late 1800s and the early 1900s, the island changed hands between the Navy and the Marines several times. In 1909, the Marines opened an officers' school, and in 1911, it housed 2 recruit companies. That was short-lived. Before the year was out, the schools were transferred and Parris Island became a Navy disciplinary barracks. November 1, 1915, Marine recruit training was reestablished, and Parris Island became famous worldwide as a training base of U.S. Marines. In 1929, the water era, as it had become known, came to an end when the Horse Island Bridge and Causeway were completed. Between 1941 and 1945, almost 205,000 were trained here. During the Korean conflict, more than 138,000 Marines trained at Parris Island. The Vietnam War saw more than 10,000 recruits training at one time, and before the conflict ended, more than 200,000 Marines had graduated from Parris Island. The island also houses a drill instructor school and an NCO school. In December of 1946, the Marine Barracks Parris Island became, officially, the Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris Island. Today, the men of Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris Island and the Eastern Recruiting Region stand ready. We can feel the brush of our predecessors' wings, the wings of eagles.
South Carolina, I'd like to welcome you to Parris Island. Now, when I take it off the bus, all the males pick up all your personal articles. Everything you brought here in the bus, that means under your seat, underneath my bus, and get off the bus. Get off the bus now.
They come from far and wide, the cities, the farms, all with one single purpose, to be one of the few, one of the proud. These young men are about to enter one of the most intensive periods of physical and mental activity that has not yet been experienced in their young lives. They will have to call upon reserves of physical and mental strength they simply never knew existed. Between the first day of training and graduation day, they will give their utmost to earn the prize title of any armed force of any country in the world today, Marine, and to wear its symbol, the eagle, globe, and anchor. These young men will have to pay the price of admission to an exclusive organization whose hallmark is one of duty, honor, and country. They will learn the Corps is not merely a job, it's a way of life. The term Marine is not a title, it's an emotion. These young men you are about to meet will graduate and become Marines through the efforts of their officers and drill instructors. They are the finest officers, staff, non-commissioned officers, and non-commissioned officers in the Marine Corps today. In the first few days, there are many things to do. Uniforms to be issued, medical, dental, and eye exams, written and physical tests, and let's not forget haircuts. There are 3 phases of training. All of them constitute a lot of learning. A Marine has to be ready for anything under any conditions. This is the circuit course. It consists of weights, push-ups, sit-ups, dips, leg raises, and most of all, a test of endurance. There's nothing like a good run to work out those kinks. A basic part of any recruit's training is water survival. This shows you the proper way to abandon ship in case of emergency, wearing a full pack and your weapon. The Bayonet Assault Course. Here, recruits attack dummy-held ground positions. Each man is his own assault force. It's one-on-one. Parry, thrust, slash, and run. Talk about calling across the ages. Our Marine ancestors created this type of assault. Again, you are in touch with your core heritage. Everyone's ready with a cheer when a buddy takes a stand with pugil sticks. First, there's plenty of instruction, then it's one platoon against another. Even though the pugil stick is only hard rubber, the combatants wear cups and helmets as they vent a little steam. Although the sticks are made for safety, it sometimes feels like a Band-Aid on a baseball bat.
Standing tall and look at me.
Ask me what I wanted to be.
Ask me what I wanted to be.
Made me wanna be a Marine.
Made me want to be a Marine.
Once a recruit has completed this confidence course, he is well on his way to graduation. The only thing that gets you over the top of this is your belief that you can surmount any obstacle, anywhere. That's where the confidence part comes into this course. There are any number of obstacles to overcome, including the infamous rope bridge and the hair-raising slide for life, which, although isn't particularly dangerous, it can be harmful to the ego. Rapid fire. The time has come for you to take your M16 into firing position with your coach, and you remember everything you've been taught. Night fire is probably one of the more exciting training events. First, a flare is fired, and then you fire tracer bullets. They make it easy to see if you're firing correctly.
Shooters hanging bed. Unlock and fire one round.
Once again, plenty of instruction before firing. You learn to take every weapon seriously and accept the fact that no matter the size, it can inflict harm. Our supervisors are always close at hand. Marines go in one way. It's a tradition that's never been broken. Take the beach. In this simulated infiltration course, quarter-pound sticks of C4 rip up the real estate around the assault units. The assault moves forward, in and out of ditches, through tunnels, over the wall and under the barbed wire. All the time more explosions jar you, and when it's over you know you've tasted just a hint of what the real thing is all about. Conquering yourself first and neutralizing your enemy's resolve second. Careful instruction concludes in supervised hands-on training. It's just like you'd imagine. Pull the pin, release, count, overhand throw, and down. A few seconds later you know it's for real. This is a lesson you'll never forget. This is one class to pay real close attention to. It's real important to get that mask on correctly. These recruits are being asked if they have any physical impairment that would stop them from participating today. Just as I thought, not one. Okay, let's give them an hoorah! They call it cryptically the gas chamber. Once inside, they fill the room with tear gas, but you're confident you have a gas mask, and your DI makes you put it on correctly. They release the gas and your mask works perfectly. Then the DI yells, "Off with the masks and state your name and social security number." It can be a wrenching experience. Marine assault history is as varied as the topography of every foreign battleground. Sure, Marines have learned to hit the beach, but what about mountain terrain and helicopter assault landings? That's where the lively art of rappelling comes in handy. This impossibly tall 47-foot tower simulates cliff heights and helicopter landings. First they use a rope to make a Swiss seat which locks the body in tight. The rope you use to lower yourself passes through a metal ring which allows you to make a carefully controlled and very fast descent off the helipad at the top of the tower. Any expert will tell you the rope is the key to your fall. By simply pulling it behind you, you can stop on a dime. But then again, the coach on the ground also has the other end of the rope. It's comforting to know they have complete control in stopping you. You don't even need to hold on. Final drill. Here you were tested on every aspect of drilling. Your DIs bark orders at you and you automatically respond, moving and marching without even thinking about it twice. You've learned well. And today one platoon will win the final drill award, something to be really proud of. The flag-raising ceremony signifies the beginning of the most important day in the life of a recruit. The concept of being a recruit will soon be only a memory, but those memories are enough to sustain the spirit for a lifetime. There is no magic here. The real evolutionary process is in the young man's heart. Here a young man is merely allowed to open up his soul and let the man inside come out. And in the United States Marine Corps, the man comes out shining.